have one person here. And hello, everybody. You're looking live, and at the time you're looking live, also, I'm gonna quit Firefox and restart, so I can get rid of the other screens. But you are looking at Go Warriors. Yep, you're looking at Go Warriors and Octavio Arias. And hold on, I'm gonna fire up one more time. There we are. So then we can go to the master screen. Everything. Hey Barry, how are you? Welcome to our experiment in media. Our cool.
Hey Barry.
Hey Barry.
Hello Barry.
Hey Barry, how are you? Barry Strong.
Hello Barry.
Hey Barry.
How are you? Very strong.
Very strong. Hey, somebody, I think you guys are, can you mute your YouTubes? Because I'm coming in twice. My voice is coming in twice. Mine is muted. Okay, so.
I'm on over the headphone.
Okay, so,
Mine muted.
okay. I'm going to tweet this out as well while I'm setting up. And if Octavio and Go Warriors, if you guys are on Twitter and you could tweet out as well, that would be much appreciated. I'm using hashtag.
I'm sharing over Facebook because I don't use Twitter that much.
Oh man, you got to be multi. You got to be multi. You got to be multi. You got to be a multi-screen social media dude, man. What's up with you?
Well, right. I do Facebook.
All right, we're live, folks. Hey, this is the first. We have Zinsters in the house. We've got, actually, it's not the first time we've had Zinsters in the house, but we've got the first time we've had these Zinsters in the house. We have, it says a very bad connection, but as far as I'm concerned, hey, how does it look to you guys? Is everything looking good?
I'm good here.
You guys see yourselves?
Fine for me.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome. So we have Go Warriors at the top, Octavio Arias from, excuse me, Argentina at the bottom.
Panama.
Panama. I did it again. I did. Wait a minute. I gotta look at myself. I did it again. Doggone it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awful. Boy, oh boy. Panama. He's from the great country of Panama, and I apologize because it's a girl I know from Argentina, Octavio. So every time I think of, I'm sorry. That's the problem. Okay. So
those are hard to forget.
Thank you. See, sympathy. Say, so what do you guys think about who, in your opinion, is among the Raiders the player that, if you were going to play fantasy sports, and I'm going to play it this year, you would put first on your fantasy sports team, and why?
Well, I would put Zeke Elliott from the Cowboys. He is going to get the most carries and try to bring that team together because they have no defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically out of defense, so they'll have to rely 50% or 80% on Zeke Elliott.
Hey, let's take a time before we go any further. Let's take time to say hello to everybody. Hey, there's Joseph Jonas. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Karen. Hey, Barry Lee. And Barry, please tweet. Hey, Tanner. How you doing? Joseph, we said hello. Rick Rice. How you doing, Rick? I'm saying hi to Go Warriors, and he's right here. E. Mosley, how are you doing? Octavio, saying hi, guys. Jordan is our hero from last night. Who did I miss here? Let me scroll and see if I missed anyone. And you guys can do the same. In fact, I want to put you guys to work. You guys say hi as well. I want to put you guys to work. Say hi to the people.
Hi Barry, smile, be happy.
Hi Jordan.
Joseph Jones, Karen, Tanner, Joseph. Well, I already said Joseph. Rick Rice.
We have 7 now.
Scroll up and see if there's anybody else there. We've got how many?
Tanner Adams.
Oh, we've got 7, so we don't have too many to miss.
E. Mosby. Yeah.
I think last night.
Better.
Oh, cool.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, I think.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, no. I think last night someone was saying that YouTube is sending
Who's
out.
J-Mart?
Who's J-Mart? I don't know.
He got just banned right now.
Good. That means
But he said,
that means he was up to no. Means he was up to no good.
yeah.
Then he read the comment.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I don't read comments about things I don't want to see. I skillfully skip over comments that are not appropriate for the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even
Right.
because some people put something on there, they think I'm going to read it, right? And I'm not going to do that. They get their jollies off the idea that I'm going to stumble over something and read it, and I'm not going to do that. So no, absolutely not. No.
True.
So yeah, see, Barry Lee says, yesterday I got your notification 26 minutes late. And now I complained to YouTube about that. That's wrong, because that affects my traffic.
Cool.
No, it affects my traffic and the what little money I earn from this thing. So no, it's not cool at all. Hey, Jamal Mills, how you doing? Jordan Yancey, how are you? And everybody else. And so, oh, by the way, Octavio, if you're on Facebook, can you put this on Facebook? Go hashtag live stream.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool. Do it one more time just to say hashtag live stream, because some people, they need to be pringed and pronged and pranged and all that stuff, right? So right now we're up to 13, so we're getting close to double what we had. That's good. And hey everybody, welcome to Zenny62 live stream. This is a different live stream. We have two of the people that we normally see in chat. We see their words and not their face. We have Go Warriors at the top from Denver, Colorado, the Raider fan stuck in Bronco country. And we have and we have Octavio Arias, who is in Panama. See, Octavio, I got it right. I got her out of my mind, and I put you in it. So there you go, Octavio.
Don't forget about her.
No, I won't.
Not on my account.
I won't, not at all. Hey, Octavio, tell us about your. It looks like you have a Raider man cave there. You got.
Yeah, this is my souvenirs. This is from Mexico.
Ah.
This is all from Amazon.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you recognize this cup.
Is that a 66th Mob cup?
No, this is a Oakland Coliseum cup.
Oh, can you hold it to the camera? The camera's to your left. If you can, thank you.
Here.
Yeah.
This is an
Oh,
Oakland Coliseum.
yeah. I do nice. Yes.
That's
nice.
Like that.
I like that, man. That is cool.
I have a lot of other stuff, but I think I have enough for now.
Hey, so who's your favorite player on the Raiders?
Me?
Yeah.
Right now, I would have to say, well, I got two, but one I would have to say Marshawn Lynch.
Mm-hmm. How do you think he's going to? Yeah. How do you think he's going to do this year?
Apart from the obvious of their car, I think Khalil Mack has done a lot for us, and also if Lynch doesn't work out, I like that running back from North Carolina we just drafted, because we need to get that power running game to get more than 2 yards on first down.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, if you see something or someone asking a question, like Barry Lee down there, I want to put you to work, Go Warriors. What are you, Lee, asking?
What time is it here? It's 11:22 down in Panama.
Yeah, he beat you to it. So, what is E. Mosley asking? This is for you, Go Warriors. It's right at the bottom. At the bottom of the chat. Yeah.
Right. I have the same thing. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Let me.
Okay.
Hold on. Bear with me here.
What is Rick Rice's comment of the day today? I'd like to know that.
Say that again.
What is Rick Rice's comment of the day today?
Where's Rick Rice? Is he here?
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
What did you do? Pop out? Rick, did you pop in and pop out?
He said, "What's up, everybody?"
Rick's probably
He always
mad.
has something interesting to say.
Yeah, he's always in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're international today, Mosby.
Yeah, we got Denver, Panama, and Atlanta covered. How about that? Rick was
Denver.
here. Yeah, Rick then left. Rick probably went to get a beer or something. I'm not encouraging drinking. I'm sorry. I'm not. I am without. I need water. I'm not. I don't even have water here at all. Hey, so what?
Gatorade.
I'm curious, since I have you all here for the first time, what made you Raider fans?
All-Star, Jack Del Rio.
Hmm?
I had followed Jack Del Rio from Jacksonville,
Mm-hmm.
Down to Denver, and followed him there, and followed Peyton Manning too, when he came, and then when he left the Broncos and went to the Raiders, I became a fan when he went to the Raiders. So, of course, my dad tried to raise me up right here in Denver to raise the Bronco fan. I ain't going to be a Bronco fan. Thank you very much.
You should bring your dad down.
Oh, I don't think he would want to do that.
Well, my story's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was a Philadelphia Eagles fan when we went to the Super Bowl in 1980, and I just wanted to root against him. Then my dad was a Dallas Cowboys fan. My mother was a San Francisco 49ers fan. But my mother, my godmother, gave me a Marcus Allen shirt somewhere around 1984, 85, and that was it. I was a Raider fan. We used to get that Sports Illustrated Go Crunch VHS videos.
Yeah.
And they had Howie Long featured on how he would need 3 people over him in order to stop him, because if not, he would wreck any offensive line. And that was it for me.
No, number 75. I was a Raider fan going back to 1974, but I got to know Otis Sistrunk in 76. But truth be told, I was a Raider fan and a Dallas Cowboys fan. And my rationale was that the Cowboys were in NFC and the Raiders were in AFC. So but I was a big Tom Landry fan, and with Raiders I was a big Ken Stabler fan. And we watched all kinds of games. The Holy Roller play in 78, Ghost to the Post in 76. Excuse me, Holy Roller 76. Goes to the Post in 76. That was Dave Casper catching the 40-yard, Ken Stabler's 60-yard touchdown bomb to end overtime against the then Baltimore Colts and the hated Burt Jones. And, and so that was, boy, there was a lot of games that I went to games. I remember I went to a game where Ken Stabler threw 4 interceptions. And that was against the Broncos. That was 1977. That was against the Craig Norton quarterbacked, Red Miller coached Broncos, and the Raiders got their hats handed to them. That was a terrible game. That was just bad. Oh boy. But that was it. So as far as
when everybody was talking about the Raiders, or after the Broncos had beaten the Raiders that last game of the 2016 season, I got a little. They had said to me, "Oh, we beat you guys and all or we beat the Raiders." I'm like, "Yeah, but you guys aren't going to playoffs, so no." I'm putting hands down, right? Broncos aren't going to playoffs, and Raiders are. So you can't say anything about Broncos beating the Raiders, because you guys ain't going to playoffs.
Oh man, folks are rough. Now Henry Flores says, "I believe I was 2 when I became a Raider fan. My father told me I was drawn to TV one day, sat down with him and watched the entire game with him. That was the start of my fandom. Okay, now as far as fantasy sports, here's my picks for the Raiders. I think Amari Cooper is going to have a big year with Tom Downing's supposedly throw deep offense, but then Cordell Patterson. So if I'm going for Raiders strength for fantasy sports, I'm going to take the wideouts. What do you guys say?
I don't like Amari that much.
What? Wait a minute. That's sacrilege.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't like Amari that much. Amari doesn't fight for the ball.
Uh-oh.
I don't see him fight for the ball. I think Cordell Patterson will do great things on the outside, and that will diminish Amari's game.
Uh-oh.
He will be shown for what he is. I think.
I gotta tweet this out. We got a little Amari Cooper talk here.
Last year I saw him not fight for the balls and get balls that were supposed to be caught by him, and he just didn't catch.
Oh boy. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, Oakland Raiders. Did I spell that right? Amari, Mamare, Amari Cooper. Is that right?
I.
Thank you, Amari. Thank you.
Yeah.
Got it. Amari Cooper. All right. Amari Cooper. NFL fantasy talk. Amari Cooper. All right. I spared you, Octavio. I didn't say that you badmouthed Octavio. I mean, they could.
Well, I'm just saying what I saw.
But you did badmouth him. Let's get to.
I said he didn't fight for the balls. I saw him. He caught the balls when he was wide open.
Mm-hmm.
But when he had to fight for the ball, I didn't see him catch the ball.
Now for the 49ers, I think.
No.
Oh.
49ers prohibited here.
Oh, we gotta say something about the crosstown.
No whiners here. No whiners.
I gotta talk about. Look, I covered the NFL. I gotta talk about the Niners. All right. My point is that the Niners here are. That was an interesting flicker. It's dark over here, and then I saw this light flicker. I'd have to point the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. That was weird. But at any rate, the 49ers, because we have a Niner fan here. Niners Sense. Welcome to the lair. Welcome to Zinni62. But I believe that the Niners' strength on offense is going to be the possession receiver that for them, whoever that is. I don't know who it is.
Who's going to throw it to him?
Well, Brian Hoyer right now. Looks like it's going to be Brian Hoyer throwing. And Brian Hoyer's... I think Brian Hoyer will do well. He's a complete player. I like him. I
used to like the Niners until the way they treated Montana out.
Mm-hmm.
Then I stopped being a Niners fan. That was my second team always.
I think
because my mother loved Joe Montana.
Yeah, yeah. Mine too. Go ahead.
You know, and my great-grandfather, I was telling this to GW the other day. My great-grandfather, who came from Spain to Panama, he went to school at Berkeley. And that's how he became a U.S. citizen, because he went to Berkeley and joined the Army during First World War. He didn't go to war, but when he came back to Panama, he was a U.S. citizen. So that's how we carried the citizenship all through my kids.
Hey, now, I agree with Jamal Mills. Jamal says Amari is a beast. You have to look at the Bama game. Hey, Raider games, man. And 49ers.
But he's not playing for Bama anymore. He has to do that with the Raiders.
You guys are down on him. 49ers says Raiders got money. Lynch is going to be something to watch. He also says Hoyer. 49ers calls Hoyer the Destroyer. Now, when you mean destroyer of worlds or destroyer of your chances of winning the Super Bowl, what do you mean?
Hoyer, destroyer of NFL.
Destroyer of the NFL. Journeyman of the NFL. Journey something or other. So,
I mean, this is a tough division with the AFC West, definitely. Seeing how tough they were last year and seeing all the moves that were made in the offseason, this is going to be a hard division, especially with the Raiders and the Broncos making those moves with Jamal Charles and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I agree. Hey Haley, how are you doing? Hey Haley, where do you live? Tell us. Are you actually? I mean,
Out high SAF. What does that mean?
I'm not saying that on here, man. Please don't. Keep it clean, please. Keep it clean.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Barry Sin says, 49ers Sin says he was the best offense option for us all. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Haley says, Haley is in San Diego. Hey, Haley, so how come you guys, what do you think about the Chargers leaving, Haley? Are you happy or sad? Henry says, who is Cam with Zinni? Okay, we've got on the top Goal Warriors, Henry, and on the bottom we got in Goal Warriors in Denver, and then Octavio Arias on the bottom is in Panama. And E. Mosby says, I can dig it. And Haley Muse says it's hilarious talking about the Chargers going to L.A. and leaving them. But hey, Haley, are you ready for San Diego and Comic-Con? I'm trying to get ready, but money's a little tight right now. Hopefully it'll pick up. But I'm credentialed to cover Comic-Con, so I'm actually toying with the idea of going down there and just sleeping like outside for Hall H, because I've never done that before, and then going into Hall H and then giving everybody the kind of the Hunter S. Thompson view of Comic-Con. I'm toying with that idea. So anyway, unless yeah. So anyway, but hey, Haley, are you going to Comic-Con? Haley's like, what? Yes. She's like, always ready. Usually getting every year, but recently I haven't gotten there. Oh, what? That's horrible. Octavio says hello, Henry, and hey, Octavio, have you met Henry Flores?
No, I haven't met him.
He lives now. Where does Henry Flores live? He lives in. Does he live not?
I think it's in from Oakland, I think.
Oh, is he not far from you, right?
No, he's from Oakland, I think.
But I mean, I don't think he's in Oakland now. I thought he lived in Argentina.
It does end with Argentina again. Good.
Yeah.
I got Argentina fixation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What can I say? All right. So,
go to Brazil, and then you'll forget about Argentina.
Okay, you got it. Hey, so 49ers Sin says, I hope Money Lynch brings a Super Bowl to my mom's hometown before they leave the Bay. Henry Flores says, no, I live near Sacramento. Okay.
Yeah, I found that. California.
Yeah, Cal, you got it right. You're ahead of me. Like I said, I got an Argentina fixation. What can I say? Hey, so how was the Mexico game, Henry, Octavio? You went, right?
No.
Oh, you said Mexico. You got something in Mexico, but I just
no. A friend of mine went to Mexico and got this from Mexico. We brought it from Mexico, but I didn't go to the game. I'm going to the Miami game this year.
I get you.
I already got my tickets.
I get you. So you're ready and solid. Hey, Go Warriors! Are you going to Raiders games when the Broncos come?
Don't have the money.
Oh, okay. You gotta get Go Warriors a pass or something.
Please, yeah. I want to go to a Bronco Raider game, please. And maybe send me a couple of jerseys or something. I only have a cup.
Okay, you got it. We'll work on that. All right. So, E. Mosley says, my brothers, and Haley says, I'm going to be handing out laser pointers at the Mexico game. See y'all there. That's hilarious. Hey, so what about the new Raiders? How do you think Cordarrelle Patterson's going to do? Excuse me. Because I would say Cordarrelle Patterson is poised to do as well as Amari Cooper, if not better. But I would, and then of course you have Michael Crabtree as the possession receiver. So
I think you'll have Patterson on the outside, and then you'll bring Crabtree into the inside, and Patterson will beat both Crabtree and Amari Cooper for yards.
So what kind of formations are we going to play? You think like 4 wide receivers and we give the Marshawn, something like that?
No, 3 wide receivers, tight end, running back.
Okay. I like that. Not 2 running
backs. That's why we got That's why we got the guy from Green Bay. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Who it slips my mind.
Jared Cook.
Yeah, Jared Cook. Thank you. Harry Muse says Walford is too good to get off the field. 49ers Sense says Raiders are loaded. AI would be proud. Al would be proud. Excuse me. Citron. Hey, Citron. Citron says you buy Chinese knockoff jersey stitched with website. What? $40 shipment. What? I have no idea what he's talking about. Anyway.
Probably talking about my shirt. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I got it from NFL Shop. So
well, there you
whatever. Go. They come from Honduras, actually.
Is that right?
They stitch them up in Honduras. They don't make it. They don't even make them in the States.
I'm choosing player for who I would put. Well, I would also put Marshawn Lynch, Derek Carr, and also both McCaffrey boys.
Okay. Now Tanner says you guys are crazy. Patterson and Roberts will be fighting for snaps. Coop is going to catch 100 balls with 10 touchdowns. Now,
I hope you're right, Tanner.
I think Coop is going to split with Patterson, and I think Patterson is going to get his. I think Patterson's going to get 40 balls this year, catches this year. I hate saying that. 40 catches this year, and Amari Cooper will get 60 catches this year, and they'll get a combined 15 touchdowns. Say 20, okay? And yeah, say 20. That's what I think. So, now the question is, will Marshawn Lynch? Anthony Reyes claims that he's 5 years old. I'm not buying it. Will Marshawn Lynch get 1,000 yards this year? I say.
He doesn't get hurt. Yes.
I say yes. What say you? Go Warriors.
I would say yes and no. Well, yeah, I would say yeah. He could get pretty easily too.
I think.
But if he doesn't, watch out for that North Carolina guy.
Oh yeah. Really, you think so?
Yeah, because if Marshall Lynch gets hurt, they will already be planned out for a strong running back, and he's the one who's going to carry the ball instead of Lynch, because Anderson and Richard are more of a scat back, and they'll do other types of play. But the heavy running will be done by Lynch and backed up by the other guy.
Now, 49ers says Raiders and Jerry Rice got hurt by the tuck rule. Tanner Adams says the North Carolina back is Hood.
Yeah, Hood.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you, Tanner Adams.
Thank you.
Hey, Tanner, why don't you call in via Skype? Got a video? We'll add one more.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can do that. How many can we add? Is there a limit?
I don't think so. It's just screens getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I noticed. I did one that was a 3-way, 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom, I think it was. And
but it has to do. He has to have your contact, or you have to have his contact to do it.
Yeah. And now Barry Lee says 49ers just watch what you type, because we don't want to get Zinni in trouble with YouTube. Plus, we don't know the ages of viewers here. Right. Yeah, absolutely. But so far, I think 49ers sense has been, just fine. He's a 49er fan talking NFL football in favor of the Raiders. I have nothing against that at all. Now, will the Raiders go to the Super Bowl this year? Oh, before that question, what about on defense? Who will the Raiders' defensive player of the year be? That's a kind of an easy question.
Yeah.
There's no surprises, Max.
Oh.
Yep.
Tanner says my lady is 37 weeks pregnant and sleeping, so I have to pass on calling in. Okay, Tanner. Henry Flores says, anyone name their pets after former or current Raiders? My pops has a bulldog named Banizak. Now, Haley Mew says, as far as defense, it's Mac, and Mac. There you go. And Drew Glade says Mac, but Mario Edwards makes a splash. Yeah, I agree with him. I agree. What? No, Garyon Conley? No, Garyon Conley is the sleeper, the first round pick that, before all this other
I
crap
haven't seen him
started.
play.
He was the 8th. He was as high as on some player boards going 8th in the NFL draft. 8th. Okay. So now you
Well, I don't watch that much college. I just watch the Buffaloes because I went to school there, and Notre Dame. Those are the only schools I watch. So I haven't seen Conley play. I don't know how good it is, but I don't know if he was a star or not.
Hey, go Warriors! Where do you want to go to college?
I've got a disorder that makes it hard for me to. How would I phrase this? I'm trying to think here how I can phrase it. It has to do.
Is that right, Sitan? Conley and Obi still on side? Is that correct? You know that scene?
It says Conley and Obi are still unsigned. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't realize. I thought Obi signed though. I'm sorry, but go Warriors. You were saying about.
It has to do with my team. It would be hard for me to do the college level work that would be presented to me.
Okay.
So,
you sound pretty normal to me.
It's more complicated how I can explain it, but it's called nonverbal learning disorder, and that's what I have. So it's harder for me to notice other people's actions and also how I think.
Oh, okay.
So, right. So what my parents have done is taken my college fund that they have raised for me and putting it with my sister, put it on my sister's account. So, but yeah, that's that.
Well, you know what? You're a professor here, so there you go.
Well, because I look up, my mom can tell you I look up so much football, it isn't even funny how much football I look up. I mean, I look up all teams, literally. And I of course, being a Denver fan, I look at the not the Rockies, the Rockies and the Nuggets and all of the Denver-based teams except for Broncos. Well, I look at Broncos sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, here's the update. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go Warriors. Yeah.
I love the NFL. It's just I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as a job. I think I figured it out. But I'm not sure yet.
Hey, here's a question from First Drew Goulet says they're waiting until Conley's issue is taken care of. And it's still going during camp. They will probably sign him later. 49ers asks, how do we feel about Khalil Mack working out with Von Miller? I think that's great.
Heard about that.
And
I heard about Mack working out with Von Miller, unless I'm out of the loop on that.
Yeah, Drew says that's great. That makes me happy, says Drew. And Haley says, I think they could learn a lot from each other. I agree with Haley. And E. Mosley says, steel sharpens steel. I like that. Best comment of the night. Steel sharpens steel. 49erson says, I think it would be great for Mac. I do. I mean...
Yeah, I agree too.
That's going to be scary. Can you imagine a game where both of them have 4 sacks each?
I don't want to imagine that game because that would be against the Raiders.
Yeah, it would also be against the Broncos. The question is who's...
Yeah, but I don't want Carr getting hurt. If Carr gets hurt, that's done for us. Although I think EJ Manuel will do a good backup.
Hey, you guys see any questions you want to answer popping up on there?
Oh, I gotta show you guys the video, but I gotta bring it up. Hold on. It's not too long.
Okay, wait. Hold on, Go Warriors. Don't show a video. Here's why. Copyright issue.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah, so, no. because I don't.
Sorry about
I
that.
don't know what happened to Alden Smith. That's still being figured out, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
About him.
Tanner says I like hearing that he's willing to do anything he can to get better. Yeah, I agree with you, Tanner.
But he says he wants to do that, but he doesn't finish doing it. He keeps getting into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I like him as a player, but he keeps getting into trouble.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
yeah. I think you were saying go Warriors. I'm sorry.
You know, the video was talking about Von Miller, and he would call DeMarcus Ware because DeMarcus Ware is Von Miller's idol, literally, and he would call him at Ware at 2 a.m. in the morning, saying he's Miller's still looking at footage or playbook, looking at footage still, and Ware told him he's like I forgot what position he does. Von Miller does, but you know,
outside linebacker, defensive end.
Thank you. And Ware's like, you need your sleep, or us, right, need our sleep too, and he's like, go to bed.
So what do you think, Octavio? Talking about Mac. And
well, as I said, I think it's good for him. You're supposed to be training with one of the best, so it will be good for him. There's nothing bad about that.
49ers Sense says, huge fan of Beast Mode from Pop Warner. He played for the Oakland Dynamite's youth football team. He certainly did. And Tanner was talking about Khalil Mack. And Healy Muse says, the win will get sucked out to the stadium every time Carr gets sacked this year. Yeah, that's what bothers me. You know, because Carr had that wrist injury and then he had the foot injury. And I'm hoping he's not a China doll this year because he's got a big
finger.
Yeah, thank you, the finger. He's got a big target on his back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now he's earning the most, so people were going to go after him, and they know if they hurt him, we're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I agree, because that's what everybody was saying. I'm like, once Derek Carr's finger was hurt, and my mom is a Broncos fan, and she thought the Raiders were doing well unless somebody would get hurt, but once Derek Carr got hurt with his foot, I'm like, we aren't going to the Super Bowl.
Jamal was asking about your earlier blog. I think it's about, you were talking about the city not giving the lot group information about a previous plan for the stadium.
Yeah. I can talk about that. What happened was that I assumed that the Lot Fortress Group had the 2014 Bay Development Group JRDV HKS ENA document, and because I found it, I sent a text to a couple of people of artist renditions, including the one that is the thumbnail in the video, and I discovered they didn't. They didn't know about it. And so my contact at Fortress said he'd never seen the document. So I said, wait a minute. You are telling me that you weren't aware of it? And folks, what we're talking about is the same kind of an exclusive negotiating agreement leading to a plan that the Lot Fortress Group introduced on March 25th, just 2 days before the vote in Phoenix, that sent the Raiders, or at least paved the way for the Raiders to form a plan to build a stadium and move to Las Vegas. Okay, so when I found that out, I thought I had to make a video about it. Some people thought that I was trying to kill the lawsuit. I'm not. There is no lawsuit yet. But my point is that it's of vital import to get out and resolve the question why we lost. It wasn't we didn't have enough tax dollars. We really did. It was really that we had the wrong people at the helm in the mayor's, well, under the mayor's office. It wasn't really the mayor's office directly. You have to be more focused and say it was really the chief administrative officer, Claudia Capio, under Oakland Mayor Libby Schaff, who made that call. Now, what I mean by what that call, the call that she made, according to my source, was, hey, my source told them, my source said that they were told, okay, that, talking about Fortress was told, that well, let me rephrase that. My source claims that Fortress says that they were given very little information about what happened in the past. They're actually discouraged from getting that information, basically saying, well, I was told that the city of Oakland was reluctant to give it to Fortress, reluctant. And that happened to quote on several occasions, unquote. It was never resolved. Now, what that means to somebody like yourself, Peter, Go Warriors, who's young, sorry about that, is that, what that means basically is that if you have an exclusive negotiating agreement, okay, and you have a situation where you're the new developer, all right? You're the new person building the stadium, all right? But you know that others have tried. You want to know what they've done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
of course.
Well, the city really didn't tell them. That's basically what it boiled down to. And so this came, and the reason why this is so important. John Marks, how you doing? The reason why this is so important. Oh, wait, well, let's take a time out to hail John Marks. All hail Mr. Marks. All hail Mr. Marks.
Is any talking about stadiums? I don't know if you saw the Washington Redskins are trying to get a new stadium. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. They're nice.
I've seen them. Yeah. What do you think?
I really like it.
Yeah. So now.
But I to DC.
Yeah. Well, Barry Lee says another topic I have to say today. I saw that the updated construction photos for the Falcons' new stadium is going to be nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I've seen it, and it's pictures of course, but that's going to be a nice stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the Rams stadium too.
Oh yeah, Inglewood. Yep, that's right. Now. Oh, by the way, 49erson says to Tanner, congratulations, by the way, on your new blessing. 37 weeks, almost there. That is cool. That's cool. For those of you who don't know, Tanner's wife is having a baby very soon. So, Now, Haley put out something. I missed this. Hey, can someone scroll up and see what Haley said about damage in, Mariota?
Hold on, I'm going there now.
She said that she's glad that Carr didn't get his ligament torn up like Mariota.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. Jamal Mills says, it's beautiful in person in the Atlanta Stadium. It is. I went and did a little video shoot around there. Jamal Mills says, that's that. John Marks says, congrats, Tanner Adams. Tanner Adams says, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Tanner, is it a boy or a girl? Do you have some idea? I understand that you can tell if a woman's going to have a boy by how she carries the baby. And if it's like, I think if it's by the hips, it's a boy, and if it's out stomach, it's a girl, something like that. But Tanner, what say you?
$2 soda? That's great.
Yeah.
With refill.
Yeah.
That's
What?
At the stadium, I think AT&T, $2 sodas.
Yeah, $2 sodas. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Tanner says it's a boy. Hey, Tanner, do you have do you have a name picked out?
Probably it's a marketing thing from Coca-Cola, which is in Atlanta.
Ah, okay. Yes. Now, Harry Flores says, yes, thank God. Car injury. Oh, Tanner says, yeah, I said it's a boy, right? A boy. Wow. Harry Flores says, yes, thank God. Car injury was not serious. That is why I'm going to church and pray that we protect Carr so no serious injury to Mac happens as well. Tanner says, no name yet. Hey, Tanner, I'll suggest a name. Zenny. Zenny. There you go. Zennie. There's your name.
Do you know, Zenny, have you heard of Roman Atwood on YouTube?
I have, yes.
Did you know they're expecting him and his girlfriend are expecting a baby?
No.
And they don't have a name for their daughter yet, and she's about ready to have it any day now.
Well, share my name with him. Hey, folks, I'm going to stop at 1 o'clock or a little by 1:10 because I got to get up early.
Yeah, I do too.
If that's okay. And so we have about 10 minutes. Oh, and so Tanner says, I'll take it. Oh, I want to put you guys to work. I want you to read these comments instead of me reading them. Come on, you guys.
Okay.
Pick one, anyone.
What?
Pick anyone.
Says beast mode will take pressure off car.
Yes.
49 cents. That's kind of right. But they need car because we don't have a great defense, and the offense is going to have to carry the team. Not yet.
John Mark says, I know what name you can call Tanner Adams. Make him Mark Adams.
Wow.
Mark Adams.
I think.
You know my.
Now, what did Barry Lee say again?
Tanner, you should get a T-shirt baby size that says Zenny62.
I have to make
That's
one.
Teamster shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Baby size.
Yeah.
I think you can, Tanner. But
Also, you need to get a PayPal account because I cannot put money onto your YouTube from down here.
Oh, I have a PayPal. I'll put the link up right now. Hold on.
Yeah, you should put the link on the stream so if we want to donate, we can donate through PayPal.
I will do that right now. I will not waste the moment. If you go to Zenny62, which you can see, by the way, right here, IR means Investor Relations. Press on that, okay, and then wait. And there it is. See, it says Zenny62 and Micro Angel Investors and Angel Investors, right? So you can scroll down, like I'm doing.
Where's that at? Randy?
Yeah, Z, and then via PayPal.
Hey, Zenny, hold on. Barry's
Microcap?
going.
Oh, Barry's leaving? Okay, I'm coming back. Hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, not microcap. No, the IP, it's called IR, Investor Relations. There's the link. I just put the link up there. The page is called IR for Investor Relations, Octavio. Yeah. So, there's the link. Yeah. Right there.
Perfect.
Hey, Octavio, you see the link on the chat?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Now, IR is Investor Relations. So if you go to Zenny62.com, which is also Zenny62blog.com, and then you click on the extreme right, IR, Investor Relations, click on that, scroll down, look for the blue sentence that mentions the PayPal link, press on it, you're there. And I'll make another link that's more obvious to the front of the page and not hard to get to at all. So there, yeah. So, we guys got plans for this weekend?
I'm assistant coach for track and field, so we've got to meet up or on the west side of Denver in Broomfield, Colorado. In Broomfield, we've got a track meet, so I'm got to go and coach that, and then I've got church on Sunday for two different times,
Yeah.
and then my parents during the day are going to be taking my sister up to church camp.
Oh, Oh, nice.
helping them out.
You guys ever go to Red Rocks?
I've been there.
I've been there once.
Me too. Yeah.
Which is that?
Mm-hmm.
See, I went to school in Colorado.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Tanner Adams says I have a close cousin named Mark, so that doesn't work. But how about Zinni? How about Zinni?
Now, I just want to say that I've been watching this blog all over almost a year.
Oh, thank you.
I think the problem is about 50% with both Davises, both Al and Mark, and the city of Oakland.
Yeah.
Neither of them have had the guts or the will to get a new stadium for Oakland.
Yeah.
And unless we go to the courts now, that won't happen. Because Davis is on his way out and he wants to go out. If he wants to do that, well, somebody will have to buy the team from him if he loses the lawsuit. But I think I'm a Raiders fan no matter where they go. I don't like Vegas, but I'd rather them stay in Oakland. I've seen him play in Oakland. I've seen him play in LA. As they say, no Raider should play in a desert because no pirate is in a desert.
Hey, Octavio, Henry's got a question for you there. See that?
Mine. That's my jersey. That's my jersey.
Arias C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for Arias Corpo.
Nice. Arias Corpo?
Yeah, it's from Catalonia, Spain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Oakland is the only city for the Raiders. Hey, we have to next time we have to get John Marks on, and have and maybe one other person have a party. This is cool, you know.
It's a personalized jersey.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
Denver,
I like New Jersey.
You know, being a part here in Denver with Broncos fans, I mean, I have a Bronco sweatshirt, Super Bowl 50 sweatshirt. Okay, so they have said, you know, fans here said we're confused because I'm a Raiders fan, but I have Broncos gear. Now, I respect the Broncos, and it was before I really got into the Raiders. But you know, I would have to say Broncos fans down here are really nice, surprisingly.
There we go. Hey, so I'm gonna let that be the last. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So
okay. I'm gonna let that be the last one because I gotta shove off the Buffalo here. But go Warriors and Octavio. I want to thank you all for being great guests and moderators.
Thanks for having us on.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, John Marks. Thank you, Jamal Mills. Thank you, Henry Flores. John Marks says, you can the Raiders out of Oakland, but you can never take the Oakland out of the Raiders. Jamal, I'll see you. Hey, you got it. Haley calls me Z-Dog. Interesting. All right, cool. We've got Tanner Adams. Good night, Tanner. I did. I produced a nice multi-guest show. Woohoo! All right. And I am exhausted.
Let me know if you got my investment. I just sent it through PayPal.
Okay, I'll definitely do that, Octavio. I will. Hey, thank you all. Good night. And thank you for participating. All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hope we do this again.
Definitely.
More people.
Definitely. Good night. Yeah. Everybody saying good night. Good night.
Good night. Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good
night, Tanner. Good night, John. Good night, DW.
All right, good night.
I think Barry's gone.
Yep, I'm going to finish. It's finished.